majestic monuments. These wonders are going to take your breath away. So buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on an incredible journey. Our first stop, folks, is the amazing Great Wall of China. Now, you might think walls are just for hanging pictures or maybe even for playing a game of wall ball, right? But the Great Wall of China is no ordinary wall. It's not just a wall, it's a megastructure that's been standing tall and proud for over 2,000 years. Yes, you heard that right. 2,000 years. That's older than your great-great-great-great-great-grandparents. Imagine if we could walk along this wall. We would need to pack a lot of snacks because it's over 13,000 miles long. That's like walking from New York to Los Angeles and back 5 times. You'd need some very comfortable shoes for that, wouldn't you? One of the most fun facts about the Great Wall is that it's so long, it's visible from space. Now, we can't hop on a spaceship to verify that right now, but how cool is that to imagine? Astronauts looking down from their spaceship and saying, "Hey, there's the Great Wall of China." But it's not just the length that's impressive. The wall was built to protect China from invaders. Imagine being a soldier standing on this gigantic wall, keeping an eye out for trouble. That's some serious responsibility, right? And here's a little secret. Despite its name, the Great Wall isn't one continuous wall. It's actually made up of many different sections built by different dynasties over centuries. It's like a giant puzzle that stretches across mountains, deserts, and grasslands. Just think about how much hard work and dedication went into building this wall. It's a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance, a monument that tells 1,000 stories of a time long past. Isn't that amazing? But hold on, we're just getting started. Next, we're heading over to the fascinating city of Petra in Jordan. Now hold on to your socks because this city is going to knock them off. Petra, also known as the Rose City, gets its nickname from the rosy color of the stone from which it is carved. And let me tell you, it's not just a small carving, but an entire city. Imagine living in a house carved out of stone. Talk about a solid foundation. Petra was discovered long ago, back in 300 BC, by a civilization called the Nabateans. These folks were not just skilled architects, but also ace traders, turning Petra into a bustling hub of commerce. Imagine going to the market and instead of a shopping mall, you have these incredible stone structures. Here's a fun fact. The city's most elaborate ruin, Al-Khazneh, was used as a setting in the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Just think about it. Indiana Jones himself, running around in this ancient city. But remember, no chasing after mystical artifacts here, okay? And guess what? Petra was unknown to the Western world until 1812. That's like having a secret treehouse no one else knows about, but on a city scale. It was rediscovered by a Swiss explorer. And ever since, it's been attracting curious minds from all over the world. Petra is also home to over 800 individual monuments, including buildings, tombs, baths, funerary halls, temples, arched gateways, and colonnaded streets that were mostly carved from the kaleidoscopic sandstone by the technical and artistic genius of its inhabitants. And if you thought that was impressive, Petra was named as one of the new 7 Wonders of the World in 2007. Now that's a pretty big deal. No wonder it's on our list of amazing places to visit. Wow, can you imagine a city carved out of stone? Let's see what's next. Now, let's fly over to Brazil, home to the magnificent statue of Christ the Redeemer. Perched high on the Corcovado Mountain in the Tijuca Forest National Park, this statue stands tall, looking over the bustling city of Rio de Janeiro. It's as if Christ himself is keeping a watchful eye over the city, arms outstretched in a warm embrace. Did you know this colossal statue is the largest Art Deco statue in the world? That's right. It stands a whopping 38 meters tall. That's about as tall as a 12-story building. And those outstretched arms? They span 28 meters from fingertip to fingertip. Imagine trying to give that a hug. It took 9 years to complete this grand structure. From 1922 to 1931, hundreds of workers climbed the mountain day in and day out, chiseling away until Christ the Redeemer was ready to greet the world. And you know what's really cool? The statue is made of reinforced concrete and soapstone. Soapstone was chosen because it's easy to work with and resistant to the weather, a crucial feature when you're standing on top of a mountain open to all the elements. But the statue isn't just a pretty face. It's also an important symbol of Brazil's Christianity. It's a beacon of hope and faith that lights up the Rio de Janeiro skyline. Every year, thousands of tourists from all corners of the world make the journey up Corcovado Mountain to visit this iconic statue. Some take the train, some hike, and the bravest even climb the more than 200 steps to reach the statue's base. But everyone agrees, the view from the top is worth every effort. Have you ever heard of a statue that gets struck by lightning? Well, Christ the Redeemer does, and quite frequently at that. But don't worry, he's still standing strong, thanks to some clever engineering. Isn't that breathtaking? But don't worry, there's more to come. Next, we're heading up to the heights of Machu Picchu in Peru. Now, I want you to imagine a city in the clouds, perched high on a mountain ridge, surrounded by lush green peaks. That, my friends, is Machu Picchu, one of the 7 wonders of the world, nestled in the heart of Peru. It's a place that truly makes you feel on top of the world. This ancient wonder was built by the Inca Empire, one of the most powerful civilizations in South America way back in the 15th century. Can you believe that? It's older than your great-great-great-great-grandparents. The Incas were incredibly skilled architects, and they built Machu Picchu without using any mortar, which is the sticky stuff that holds bricks together. Instead, they carved each stone so precisely that they fit together like jigsaw puzzle pieces. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. For hundreds of years, Machu Picchu was lost to the world, like a forgotten memory. It was hidden away, shrouded by the Peruvian Andes, until it was rediscovered in 1911 by an explorer named Hiram Bingham. Imagine stumbling upon an entire city lost in the mountains. That's one heck of an adventure, right? Despite being more than 600 years old, many of Machu Picchu's buildings are still standing strong. It's like stepping back in time, walking amongst the ruins of temples, houses, and terraces that were once bustling with life. Yet, the city still holds many secrets. Nobody knows exactly why the Incas built Machu Picchu or why they abandoned it. It's a mystery that historians and archaeologists are still trying to solve. And did you know, every year on June 21st, the sun shines through a specific window in the Temple of the Sun, illuminating a sacred stone inside? The Incas were not just great builders, but also skilled astronomers. So, that's Machu Picchu for you. A city in the clouds, a testament to an ancient civilization's brilliance, and a treasure trove of mysteries. What a mysterious place. Are you ready for the next wonder? Now, let's take a journey back in time to the Mayan city of Chichen Itza in Mexico. Imagine a city so grand, it was once the center of the Mayan civilization. Welcome to Chichen Itza, a place where history and mystery come together in a beautiful dance. This city was built more than 1,000 years ago, and oh boy, does it have some stories to tell. Right in the heart of Chichen Itza stands a marvelous pyramid called Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo. But wait, this isn't just any ordinary pyramid. Twice a year, during the spring and fall equinox, something magical happens. As the sun sets, the pyramid steps cast a shadow that looks like a giant feathered serpent slithering down. This serpent is Kukulkan himself, a powerful Mayan god. How cool is that? Chichen Itza isn't just about Kukulkan though. There's a gigantic ball court where the Mayans played a sport called Pocatalk. Imagine playing a game where you have to hit a heavy rubber ball through a stone hoop, only using your hips, knees, and elbows. It sure sounds tough, doesn't it? Now, let's not forget the Temple of the Warriors. A massive structure surrounded by hundreds of columns, each one carved with a fierce warrior. It's as if the stone soldiers are still guarding the temple, waiting for a battle that will never come. Chichen Itza is a testament to the Mayans' impressive knowledge of astronomy, architecture, and art. The way the buildings align with celestial bodies, the intricate carvings, the towering pyramids, it all tells a story of a civilization that was way ahead of its time. So there you have it, folks. A city that was once the heartbeat of the Mayan world, a pyramid that turns into a serpent, a sports game that makes soccer look easy, and a temple guarded by stone warriors. Incredible, isn't it? Let's continue our journey. Next, we're off to Italy, home to the Grand Colosseum. Now, this isn't just any old stadium where you might catch a football game or a concert. Oh no, this is the Colosseum, the largest amphitheater ever built, straight from the heart of Rome. Imagine a place that could hold between 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. That's like squeezing the entire population of a small city into one building. This mighty structure was built almost 2,000 years ago. Can you believe that? It's older than your grandma's 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 grandma. Well, you get the idea. It's really old. But it's not just its age that's impressive. The Colosseum was a marvel of engineering in its time. It was built with a complex system of underground passages called the Hypogeum, where they kept all sorts of wild animals and gladiators before the shows. Speaking of shows, did you know that the Colosseum was like the cinema of the olden days? But instead of movies, they had gladiator contests, mock sea battles, and dramas based on classical mythology. Imagine watching a sea battle right in the middle of a stadium. Talk about special effects. Over the years, the Colosseum has seen a lot. It survived earthquakes, stone robbers, and even a stint as a medieval fortress. But despite all that, it still stands tall and proud, a symbol of Rome's power and ingenuity. But here's a fun little secret. Next time you're eating a slice of pizza, remember that the Colosseum is shaped like an ellipse, just like your pizza slice, but a lot bigger. So, in a way, every time you enjoy a pizza, you're getting a little taste of Italy and its Grand Colosseum. What a sight to behold. Ready for our last stop? Finally, we're heading over to the breathtaking Taj Mahal in India. Now, hold on to your hats because we're about to dive into an ocean of marble and a story of love that's as enduring as the monument itself. The Taj Mahal is not just another building, it's a symbol of love. It was built by a Mughal emperor named Shah Jahan in the 17th century. And why did he build it, you ask? Well, it was to honor his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who passed away. Talk about grand gestures, right? But here's something that's even more jaw-dropping. It took approximately 20 years to complete this architectural wonder. Can you imagine? That's like waiting for your birthday to come around 20 times. The workers toiled day and night, and their efforts resulted in a magnificent structure that's a feast for the eyes. The Taj Mahal is made entirely of white marble, but it's not just any marble. It's the finest, most pristine marble you can find, sourced from Rajasthan. The shining white marble appears to change color throughout the day. It's like the Taj Mahal is playing dress-up with the sun. And here's a fun fact for you. The 4 tall towers surrounding the Taj Mahal are slightly tilted outwards, but they didn't make a mistake. No, it was designed that way deliberately. If there's an earthquake, the towers will fall away from the main dome. Quite clever, wouldn't you say? But wait, there's more. The Taj Mahal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That means it's recognized as a place of incredible cultural, historical, and physical significance. And you know what? It really deserves that title. Isn't that a beautiful end to our journey? But wait, there's one last thing. Stay tuned to find out what it is. And remember, never stop exploring because our world is full of wonders just waiting to be discovered. What a whirlwind journey, folks. We've trekked the Great Wall, explored Petra, admired Christ the Redeemer, discovered Machu Picchu, marveled at Chichen Itza, stepped back in time at the Colosseum, and basked in the beauty of the Taj Mahal. We couldn't have done it without you. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share the fun with your friends. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Lavanya here, signing off. Until next time, stay curious.